What's up with the music?
It's feel good music, man.
Yo, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just
He said you were. I didn't care if you were. Be honest.
no. Was it somebody? Is this somebody?
No, that's not a particular artist. Or anything, but you'll hear it. Like the loop of this music is just music that make you feel good while you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I can already hear it.
That, yeah. Some of it's R&B, some of it's rap.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Most of it's up tempo.
Okay.
Probably stuff y'all ain't never heard before. Like I said, it make me feel good, so I don't care.
Whatever you get, whatever it takes, huh?
Yeah.
How you doing, big guy?
I'm good. How you?
I'm wonderful.
Right here. What's that? Man, right there. I'm alright. I'm just a baby daddy.
A little bit more than that.
Just a baby daddy.
Well, how you get your baby? How you inspire your baby to this level? I mean,
You know what?
you're just being modest, I know, but
I gotta be modest.
well, that's a good way to be, ain't it?
But on the other side of that, just to be here right now, like, because I do the single father thing. So, like, the most important things to me, or the things that I was proudest of, happiest about was like graduating and getting good grades and stuff like this. The boxing and the football and the sports, that was extra.
This is icing on the cake. This is it. You guys are deep in the cake now,
We
huh?
never had a conversation about being a professional fighter.
I wanted to ask him, but now since I got you.
In essence, what I'm saying, like, all of this is like a surprise. It's
Now,
like-
my understanding, you kind of urged him into the boxing. Is that not accurate, or?
No. He told me when he was done with high school that he wasn't going to take these scholarships and go play football. And I said, no, dude, you got to take these scholarships and go play football. We've never had a conversation about being a professional fighter.
So what was
it was his choice. I think what happened was, after so many years of carrying football teams on his back, offense and defense, and then always being the star, the three teams, the three colleges that were really looking at him had some established backs there, and they were coming up on their junior to senior year. They wanted him to come in behind them and learn.
In a way, yeah.
A guy named Michael Hart was at Michigan. He was a short 200-pound back. They wanted Shawn to beef up to 200 pounds. And Shawn's like, I don't want to gain that kind of weight. I'll never be able to box again.
Okay.
And there was another guy, I think, might have been Eastern Illinois. He made the league. His last name was, I think his first name was Garrett, last name was Wood. Those kind of guys like that, small scat backs, the teams that wanted him to come in, or the colleges wanted him to come in and play that same position.
that role.
They wanted him to caddy,
some other cats.
And be behind these guys for a year to 2 years.
Sure.
He's never sat down and watched the game before. So, because he never sat down and watched the game, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then he felt also that he had beaten all the big guys in the amateurs. He felt that he could make the Olympic team, and he wanted to stick around for it.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So, I mean, you've had success in beating guys like Dominic Wayne, Danny Jacobs, Alexander Usyk.
Sure.
Sean Estrada, who was the Olympian, beat him twice. Jesse Hart. Those type of guys right there. What's this other guy? That won the Nationals twice, was the returning champion for Andre Ward. Edwin Rodriguez. When you beat those type of guys, and all those guys were over 6 feet, it gives you the thought and the confidence
that you can compete.
I'm gonna pull this thing off,
right,
and I'm gonna be the Olympian. So, when he continued to talk to me about it, I said, okay, if you listen and you work hard, I believe you can do it too. There was no reason for me to think he couldn't.
Right.
Because he had beat number 1, 2, 3, and 4 and took the number 1 spot.
How does playing football help him in boxing?
It doesn't anymore.
It doesn't.
Not anymore.
Not mentality, come back?
I don't think so. You know what? What happens is the internet is a copycat thing. Facebook, Instagram, it's a copycat thing. So when people say stuff, and everybody just say those same things. I mean, you couldn't touch him when he was playing point guard and was running all around you. You know what I mean? He was shaking everybody on the court, but we can't why y'all don't talk about he played basketball?
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, he was a fast sprinter on the track team, but y'all ain't talking about that.
Right.
Y'all talking about football because someone said, oh, he's tackling people. He's using his head like a helmet. And it rings and people just copycats and then they keep it going from there.
I can see
you know
that.
what I mean?
Okay.
But as I've said before, you don't beat a Danny Jacobs if you can't box.
Okay.
You don't beat a Alexander Usyk if you can't box.
Right.
You know what I mean? That wasn't inside fighting with those guys. It was a point system in the amateurs.
Well, I was thinking more so of
you don't beat a Demetrius Andrade. That's the last person that lost. Demetrius lost to in the United States is Shawn.
Okay.
That was for the national title.
Sure.
You don't beat those guys and you can't box.
Right. Well, he had skills because he was an amateur champion, right?
Yeah. National champion over and over again.
Yeah,
U.S. champion, Olympian, Pan Am team member. He won the Pan Am trials. All of that.
So I was just asking, like, was there a correlation to playing other sports to boxing?
So
Does it help you footwork, speed, anything like that?
I don't think so anymore. Okay. But yeah, there are some things we'll do, some footwork. That movements may
mimic
you think of a running back.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
He's still No, you're not far off from it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. When he was younger and he was playing on sports, because it was seasons, we would cross straight over into the box and then we would keep a lot of that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
What time you leaving tonight? What time you going to the airport? Where you staying?
You allowed to cover me? Yeah, I got a feeling y'all got a program like
Every now and again he'll say some little slick stuff. Huh?
Yeah, right?
Every now and again, right?
Absolutely. I come anytime.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Wasn't you on my show? You was one of the first people on our show.
Very true.
He got reprimanded for that, right?
That was
No, I'm joking. Every now and again I say some slick stuff.
that was when you was crossing over though.
What happened?
I said that was when you was crossing over though. I think you got it in at the best time though.
Yeah.
That kind of set the tone and set the bar for what you want to do, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all been killing it. Yeah.
Rock, you see that, right? Yeah, I was watching. I was watching.
That's just for you young boys in case you want to run up on me or something. I got something for your ass.
Yeah, I see it.
I got something for you. I'll pick an apple up and throw it at you.
When you get 40, you gonna be just like that.
I don't think so. I think he's already got a mentality. You know what Demetrius told me one time? Yo, coach, I can't wait. He was only 17. Yo, coach, I can't wait till I'm old. I'm just gonna be fat. Sit in my lazy boy with my kids everywhere, just eat a big bowl of cereal, the biggest bowl I got in the house. I just can't wait. He's looking forward to being fat. I think he's looking forward to being fat. Never working out again. And just
That was when he was 17. And I was feeling that way for a minute, but I think I'm out of that little, yeah.
You got a son now. You can't get fat. You know what I'm saying? You got.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Always been a gem.
This is your right hand. This is your left. Go ahead. Right? Hello? All right. Whatever you see, kind of adjust and flow. You coming over there? You good? I already made up my mind. My mind. Can you give me some time? What you want? Every 30 seconds? Whatever you want.
We can go the whole 3. We can go.
Give me it's gonna be 3 minutes. After we get 30 seconds in, let me know. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, get about a 15-second lull, and then we'll go for 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
Slip that in. Get the other one on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds over the right. Sit down right here, right hand, left hook. Sit down, and I can't have these down here. I'm not supposed to see your eyes. I'm not supposed to see your eyes. Take the shit. Get him up. You don't know where he's at? Come on. Huh? Huh? 40. Go. Right hand. Go. Here. One more punch on it. Right hand. Go. Wait. Come on, back. 30 seconds. Hands on your chin. Good? Bring your hands up. 60 seconds?
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
You made it.
So, man, how you feeling?
I feel great, man. This is exactly where I want to be. I can't wait to get to this week. You know, I can't wait. When I'm in camp, I can't wait to get to last week. Last week was peak week. Ask my dad. He's my toughest critic outside myself. He'll tell you that last week went beautifully. And here we are, fight week. What I told my coach before we left, I told Coach Wade, if you're not happy, it's not my fault. So I feel good right now.
How is it with your dad as your trainer? Does that get kind of sensitive or kind of touchy at times?
We're in a beautiful place right now, man. We are. My dad and myself kind of starts with us, but then it trickles down to everyone else in the family, you know. But him and I are beautiful, and the rest of the family is beautiful too.
How do you like your change in scenery up in Washington? DC.
DC was great. DC was there's not enough I could say about DC. That was my first camp with the Headbangers, and I've known those guys since I was 9 years old, 10 years old, and I told them out before I left. I said I still look up to you, man. I said I started looking up to you when I was 10 years old. I said it is what it is, man. I'm always gonna be 10 when I watch you, when I look at you, and my admiration for you will always be just like that. And to get in the ring with him and spar with him was special. He was definitely coaching me along the way. And I told him when it was all said and done, I said, man, I hope I helped you as much as you helped me, you know. So talked about it, man. DC was great, and I think we're gonna definitely spend some more weeks down there from time to time.
Was it something that when you were training in Vegas, were you kind of feeling a little stale?
No,
we
we actually closed our training facility last year after my last fight. My dad is feeling like we're spending too much money to be in the training facility for a short period of time, fighting just once, maybe twice a year. And so we shut it down, and we called Barry to come in, and Barry said, hey boy, y'all need to just come on down here. Everything is down here for you. I got everything you need. And he did not lie about that at all. From the sparring to the recovery, I even found places to get my yoga in, swimming, the whole nine. It was great.
Was it like a little holiday for you?
I swear to God, that's what I said. I said, yo, this is like Christmas to me, because here it's just me. And then we bring in different guys from time to time. But when you go out there, they got probably the youngest guys training with them at 10 o'clock in the morning, like 14, and then obviously the Petersons being the oldest. And so if you can imagine, there's about 15 to 20 of us in the gym. That alone was enough to get me giddy and excited every day. But to see the way the 14-year-old literally was working as if he was in a position to get a world championship like Lamont Peterson, very special. So they have something special down there at the Headbangers gym, as well as just, you know, champions. There's something special going on around there. And we didn't know, but we got a good taste of it, and we'll be back for more. Honestly, with this one is, you're gonna have to wait and find out, because I'm gonna have to wait and find out. We've worked on a lot of different things for me personally. We've worked obviously to get ready for UGAS, but things like power, I think is really gonna come into play. We've been able to refocus on the power a lot like we did some years back. We haven't been able to really focus on power for a few years now. So that to me is something that might be new in this one. If this is a first or second round knockout, you know why. It's because I've been working on it. It ain't because UGAS can't take a punch. It's because Shawn Porter been working. Yes, sir. Yeah. I've seen a lot of his fights, and I even wanted to go back to his amateur days. So I saw some of that as well. I just know what he can bring. I know what he can bring to the ring.
So what concerns you most about him? What concerns you most about him on Saturday?
Concerns me most about UGAS is he throws punches like a Cuban fighter. And to break it down really quickly, if you go watch any Cuban fighter, you'll see when they turn their punches turn a little different than most fighters you see. So that's the number one thing. That's the number one thing I am have trained my mind to be prepared for, train my eyes to be prepared for, the way those punches are going to be delivered.
Like weird angles?
Weird angles,
yeah.
Different angles, yeah. They're going to come different and finish different.
Like it's going to look like that, but Kurt?
Yeah, it's going to come different angles.
When you were first world champion,
Go ahead, go ahead.
How do you feel about Fox, Fox and everything, national television, and are you ready to get some new fans and everything?
I'm looking forward to it, man. This is going on. I've been at studios a lot, and it's all football around there, which is cool because I love football. So, to me, in my mind, now in sports, in my mind, we're second to football, and that's not bad to me at all. That's not bad to me at all. So I'm looking forward to it. I know there's going to be some new people out there watching, tuning in because they heard about it. Heard about me, maybe heard about UGAS, just heard about PBC being on Fox. I'm looking forward to all of that. I know I'm ready for it.
Browns or Bengals fan?
Next question.
Oh,
You should know that one, man.
You were the year for a champion, then you defended against Kell Brook. Compared to now, how do you plan on taking advantage of your first title defense of the WBC World Title?
You know what? I'm more ready for it. I've matured mentally in the ring, and I know that I'm ready for this opportunity now to defend my belt. I'm not saying that I didn't understand it back then. I'm not saying that I took it for granted. I just know that now I'm ready to really defend this belt, and I got everything that it takes to defend it, not just once, but multiple times.
There's the old saying that there's levels to boxing. You fought at those levels. Do you think UGAS has fought at that level?
I don't think he's fought at those levels as a professional. In order to not underestimate him, you have to understand that he fought at that level as an amateur. But he fought at that level as an amateur consistently for a number of years. And I think that one way or another has trained him to be ready for this kind of environment, this kind of opportunity.
What's the big difference between that amateur experience and pro experience at that level?
It's quicker, and the amateurs is quicker. The rounds are quicker. Preparation for the fight is quicker. There's a lot of things that go into it that make it different. I think obviously without there being a headgear, smaller gloves. I think that's another difference. I think that he hasn't really been hit with anyone the way I've hit him. I think that's definitely gonna pay tolls in this fight.